Have you ever found yourself comparing your financial status to someone else's and feeling less accomplished? It's a scenario that's all too common, isn't it? We see someone driving a sleek new car, living in a bigger house, or posting vacation photos from exotic locales, and we can't help but wonder, why isn't that me? This universal habit of financial comparison is as old as civilization itself. It's deeply ingrained in us to measure our success against the yardstick of others. But is it healthy? Is it beneficial? Unfortunately, the answer is a resounding no. This habit of constant comparison can lead to a multitude of negative effects. Think about it. When we compare our financial situation with others, we're essentially setting ourselves up for a never-ending race. It's a race where the finish line keeps moving further and further away. Every time we reach a milestone, we see someone else who's already there, and we push our finish line a bit further. It's a cycle of stress and dissatisfaction that can significantly lower our self-esteem. But here's the thing, this comparison trap is often based on a skewed perception of reality. We see the success of others, but rarely do we see the struggles they've faced to get there. We see the fancy cars and the big houses, but not the sacrifices made or the debts incurred. We see the end result, but not the journey, and that's where the danger lies. We also tend to forget that everyone's financial journey is unique, molded by a myriad of factors including background, opportunities, choices, and even sheer luck. Just like fingerprints, no two financial journeys are identical. Every journey has its own pace, its own path, and its own destination. So the next time you find yourself falling into the financial comparison trap, take a step back. Remember, it's not a race. It's not about who gets there first. It's about finding your own path and walking it at your own pace. It's important to remember that everyone's financial journey is unique and can't be compared like for like. So what happens when we fall into the trap of financial comparison? Well, it can lead to various negative outcomes, both psychologically and financially. Let's start with the psychological effects. It's not uncommon to feel a sense of inadequacy when we compare our financial status to others. We might look at our friends, neighbors, or even celebrities and feel that we're not doing as well financially. This can lead to feelings of self-doubt and can erode our self-esteem. Then there's envy. It's a natural human tendency to want what others have. But when it comes to finances, this desire can turn into a destructive force. We might start to resent those who we perceive as being more financially successful, which can strain our relationships and add to our stress levels. Perhaps the most severe psychological effect of financial comparison is depression. Constantly feeling like you're not measuring up financially can lead to a sense of hopelessness and despair. It's a dark place to be, and it's not a place where anyone should have to live. But the negative effects of financial comparison aren't just psychological. They can also have a very real impact on our financial decisions. When we're constantly comparing ourselves to others, we might feel pressured to keep up with their lifestyle, even if it's beyond our means. This can lead to unhealthy financial habits like overspending, taking on unnecessary debt, and even neglecting our savings and investments. In other words, trying to keep up with the Joneses can put us on a path to financial ruin. It's a dangerous game to play, and it's one that can have long-lasting consequences. So, the next time you find yourself comparing your financial situation to someone else's, remember that it's not a competition. It's about what works for you and your financial goals. The consequences of financial comparison can be detrimental to both our mental health and financial stability. So let's focus on building our own financial well-being, rather than comparing it to others. Rather than comparing ourselves to others, what should we be doing instead? It's a question that has a surprisingly simple answer. The key lies in a single word: self-awareness. More specifically, financial self-awareness. Financial self-awareness is the conscious knowledge of one's own financial situation, goals, and capabilities. It's about understanding where you stand financially, what you aspire to, and most importantly, what steps you can take to get there. It's not about the Joneses next door or the Kardashians on TV, it's about you, your money, your dreams. This doesn't mean you should ignore the financial world around you. Quite the contrary, by all means, learn from others. Understand their strategies, their successes, and their failures, but always remember, their journey is not your journey. Their goals are not your goals. And their pace is not your pace. Setting personal financial goals is a powerful tool in the quest for financial self-awareness. These goals, whether they're saving for a home, investing for retirement, or paying off debt, are unique to you. They reflect your values, your ambitions, and your life circumstances. They are not dictated by the latest social media trend or the newest luxury car on the market. Working towards these goals at your own pace is equally important. Financial success is not a sprint, it's a marathon. It requires patience, perseverance, and a good deal of self-discipline. It's not about reaching the finish line first, it's about reaching the finish line in a way that aligns with your values and enhances your quality of life. So, let's shift the focus from comparison to self-awareness. Let's stop measuring our financial worth against others, and start measuring it against our own standards. Let's stop chasing other people's dreams and start chasing our own. Remember, your financial journey is your own, and the only comparison that matters is where you are now compared to where you want to be. So, how do we stop ourselves from falling into the financial comparison trap? It's simple. Focus on your own financial journey. Remember, it's not about how much your neighbor earns or how your college friend can afford a luxury holiday every year. It's about knowing your own financial goals and making progress towards them. Each time you're tempted to compare, remind yourself of the negative effects of financial comparisons. They can lead to unnecessary stress, feelings of inadequacy, and even poor financial decisions. Instead, harness the power of financial self-awareness. Understand your income, your spending, and your saving habits. By doing so, you'll be able to make informed decisions that will move you closer to your financial goals. The next time you find yourself comparing your finances to someone else's, try to remember that your financial journey is unique to you, and that's something to be celebrated, not compared. If you found this video helpful, please like, share, comment, and subscribe to our channel for more insightful content. Remember, your financial journey is yours alone, so make it count.